Okay, we're going to see if anybody comes in live. I am testing the new mic I got. I want to see how it works and see if I sound okay. Let me see if anybody's going to pop in. Not sure, though. It's been so long since I've done a live stream that it's hard to say if anybody's going to pop in. We will have to wait and see. Frank the Tank. I got this new mic. I'm wondering if I sound okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Just let me know if you can hear me. Tanisha. I have been busy, I guess. I don't know. Do I sound okay? Does it sound better than my old one? Oh. Yes and yes. Thank you. So what's everybody been up to? Webbed Obsessions. Michael, how are you doing? Does it sound better than the other microphone though, Michael? That's what I want to know. How's the temps? I'll tell you what the temp is right now. I'll even show it to you.
-38. I got -38.
Yeah, but mine's different. Why is mine different?
Everything's gonna register.
Where the keys at so I can start the car. And then we'll wait like 5-10 minutes. Is it okay?
Boom. Yep, Mr. J, how are you doing, sir? Hit the thumbs up so it gets out so people know I'm live. I'm just trying to... He opened that door and it got cold fast. Just going to see how everything is going.
When was the last time you were live?
It's been a while. It's been a real while. On here, I've been doing...
The green peacock is back.
You talking about this?
Mm-hmm. Look, the green peacock is back.
I'm more used to turning on semi.
Oh, sounds perfect. Thank you.
Press the brake on semi, you just press the button.
Oh, no, yeah.
I just got this one.
All of them.
Oh, that's nice.
Or turn the key.
Yeah, they were close to 70. I think that was in Wyoming. We were 60, negative 60 last night. Tanisha, never give up. Ever give up. You can do it. Because the only thing that stops you from doing anything is you. Yeah, it's oh, you know, because you're from Minnesota, right?
I have my hands going.
Yeah.
Look. No. Ready?
What? Come on, guys, don't. Emma, don't.
What? I'm just trying
Ghost
to look.
hand.
That's kinda
Ghost
funny.
hands.
All right. Yeah.
Get your face in
Come
there,
on.
see what your hair looks like.
Come on. Please. Ghost hands, yeah. Yeah, this is the most snow we've gotten in 140 years before Christmas time, they said. Please.
You can't see it. It's invisible.
Whatever.
Here, invisible.
Just go. You guys are going to the store. They're going to close soon because it's cold out. George, how are you doing? Make sure you pull that door shut all the way. Very good. It's very cold here. Very, very cold. You just couldn't do it without people. Okay.
What are you?
what did you go do now?
I need to grab something. I forgot something.
Sorry, guys. I was just talking to them. Bundle up. Bundle up ain't right. Just finished cleaning rats. Oh, that's always... I always enjoyed doing that. What about Vader there, Mr. J? What about Vader? It's... And it's the coldest it's been in December in... I don't even know how long, Justin. It's been a long time, they said. Crazy, yep. That is absolutely insane. I'm sending it to Georgia, though, so... I'm going to send all this down south. Hopefully they get it and they like it down there.
Do they in fact all get down there?
Huh?
Do they in fact all get down there?
I didn't hear you. So what about Vader? Aquaballs, I see you can do some discus again, huh? He's doing well. He started. Oh, see, you always get me panicking when I hear, I got to tell you about Vader. You're good at that. You're good at that. Let me see if I can adjust my fade, because I believe my background may be right about there is where I need to be, I guess. So my head doesn't, the shine in my head doesn't pick up the green and go disappear. I'm getting into discus this time for real. Very good idea. If you have any questions, I can help you like that. I love their intelligence. Yeah, Frank, you know, it can get crazy on the East Coast when they start getting snow like that because they don't know how to handle it. They do, but they don't. You know what I'm saying? Suffering a dry mouth. Let me see. We could fall apart and see. Yeah. Mad Max. You'll be seeing people put up the Thunderdome. Hold on a minute. Hello. Hey. What? I'm on a live stream, Why? What did you want me to do? For what? What, are you going to rent them out? Oh, okay. Well, all right. We'll figure it out. All right. Bye. Do you plan to purchase discus from Discus Hands? Because I could tell you something about his discus. Nothing bad. They're really good. You want the German ones, of course, because the German ones are what Discus Hands has. They have been bred in captivity now for so many years in very good water, like what we use for water. It's been treated. It's been gone through copper pipes. It's not like the Asian discus. All the Asian discus are raised in well water, and they don't do so well. They do okay, but they don't do as well as like the German ones do in our tap water. Because I know you live in the city, so you're going to have tap water. Even if you use RO water, it's still different than well water. Oh, I used to breed them, Michael. Used to breed them. You can go back and check out my videos from before, way back in the day. They were fun. Hey, Adam is in the house. When that video you watched, I told you how to raise them so they grow fast. You just have to watch the pecking order, because you get some that are like become big, and then the little ones won't eat because they got a pecking order. And if you have one that's not growing fast and like starting to stunt, you got to take it out and put it in a different aquarium, so that way it can catch up. Yeah. No, I was talking to Adam about it. I know you have seen them. And I love beef heart, and I make my own beef heart. I have a beef heart recipe that I use myself. We'll talk about it. I'll give it to you, so you know how to make the beef heart that I used. And they grow fast on it. No, I did not see that one, Frank, yet. I have to go back and watch it. I've been busy with the family all day. I'll go watch it later tonight, and then be ready for the giveaway. Awesome. Remember what I said? Let me know. Adam, let me know. Yeah. Mine are doing good. I'm going to get back into doing more videos, and that's what I plan to do. I got the camera. I just got to start doing it. Things have been hectic around here lately with this weather and me getting sick a few weeks back. Well, it's been a couple months back now when I got pretty sick. So that's what we have to work on, all that. Yeah, Frank, I'm going to do my best. I got to do some videos on, I'm going to do videos on all the stuff. I got stuff coming from Webbed Obsessions. It's going to be great. The unboxing I get from him. Maybe less. He was just tiny. He was only, he'd only eaten like 4 meals, I think. I don't know right off the top of my head how many meals. It's all on my old computer. But I know he wasn't that old. He was only a few months old, and he only ate a couple meals, like 4 or 5 meals. So he was tiny. Now he's huge. I know he's huge. What did you get, Adam? I have some 8-legged critters. I have, I thought you said you got some, but no, I got some. I got some tarantulas down there. I'm going to be getting some more, of course, from Webbed Obsession and a few other cool stuff. It'll be fun. It's going to be fun. Yeah, he's huge, Mr. J. He's absolutely phenomenal. I hope that someday you get a female for him, breed them, and then you have, it would be a great experience. So, and I'm going to start doing my live streams more often too. Summer's coming, so, well, not summer's coming, but when this summer's coming is when I'm going to start. I have to edit it all. I have to figure it all out. I got a bunch of stuff working in works. Oh, it's fun, Adam. It is so much fun. Oh, that's going to be awesome stuff. Very awesome. I can't wait. Cannot wait. I'm excited. I was out looking at glass and plexiglass today to start making enclosures and stuff. It'll be fun. It will be fun. Kelsey, how are you doing? How are my grandchildren, and how is my son? Well, I just talked to David, so I'm sure he's good. Enchi would be cool. An Enchi Fire combo would be cool. Yes, it would. If you got another Mojave, you can make the white ones blue-eyed leucistics. Are you staying warm, Kelsey? Are you staying warm? Because I know it's cold here. And Kelsey, do I sound okay? We got the new microphone. I want to make sure I sound okay. We're on the stream apps. Wait a minute. Let me see. Yeah, no, I have not, Tanisha. Thank you, Kelsey. Waffles. Frank and his waffles. He loves waffles. Everybody get his address and send him a bunch of waffles. You know, Kelsey, they said next week we're going to be in the 30s. So that's a 90-degree warm-up from where we're at right now. What lifetime supply of waffles would be cool. Yeah, it would be. It really would be. So what's everybody doing for Christmas this year? Anything? I'm going over to my grandchildren's. It's crazy cold, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. Yeah, see that? But you're not in southern Utah, are you? It is absolutely freezing here. It's crazy. Stevie, how are you doing? Well, I see you're fine, but I'm just saying, Steve, yeah. Minus 58 was the lowest so far. Yeah, I know. That's what I said. Crazy. Even the 40s would be nice. You know? The VIP Axanthic are one of the best Axanthics to be working with. Anything above 0 would be nice at this point. Did you see that, what do they call it, the cyclone bomb that they're going to get, where the barometric pressure drops from 1100 to like 800 in like an hour, and it's going to cause this massive storm that's going to go through the eastern part of the country? We got more snow, Mr. J, like I said, this year before Christmas than we've had in 180 years. Oh, it's 140 years, I'm sorry, since 1880. Oh, it's going to happen there, yeah. There you go, Adam. Crazy. Be safe, my man. You're saying it's going to be tough. I remember the 78 blizzard, but that wasn't bad as the 95 or 96. Was it 95 blizzard? To December of 95. Do you remember that one? Hey, Josh, how are you? In Philadelphia in the 78 blizzard, all the cars were covered. All you saw was like antennas sticking out. Do you remember that one? I'm thinking you might have been around then. Yeah, the one in 95, I think it was, in Philadelphia, was a record snowfall for the city in 24 hours. It was like 40 inches or 39 inches or something like that. And then it was bad. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Gonna have a potluck at work. That's fun. They're always fun. Do you do like a weight elephant exchange gift thing? You know, I think it's good to have the Christmas gift exchange, but what I don't like is if you get something really cool and somebody else wants it, they come and take it. And it's not, I don't think that's right. But it makes it fun and interesting. What, you got a bad wind there? Well, have fun. Be safe. So, is anybody going anywhere for Christmas or anything? Or are they just hanging out at home with the family? Or anybody doing any traveling of any kind? Like I said, we're going to my grandchildren's, my son's house and daughter-in-law's, and we're going to spend the days with them. Just staying home. Yeah, they said it's going to be crazy to travel, so I don't know. I was just reading some stuff on the side. Not dealing with that cold. No. It's going to be cold here, even on Saturday and Sunday, but Monday's supposed to warm up, and then it's supposed to progressively warm up from there, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, yeah. Did you see pictures from Vancouver? Is it Vancouver Airport or something like that up there in Canada? The planes are completely covered. Only the tail wings are sticking out. The tail fin sticking out of the snow. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh, I'm sure it will. Except, you know what I like about Georgia? When the temperature drops in Georgia and there's ice, it's like where any kind of snow, it's crazy down there. And it's on national news and everything. It's crazy. Well, that's cool. Is that from Michael Webb's session up there? Is that which one you're talking about, Adam? That is a lot of snow. It's yeah, yeah, you fall apart. You do. I'll see if I can find a picture on my phone here. Hold on one second. Trying to see here. Wait a minute. I don't see any pictures from this one. Hold on. I am not seeing it again. I just know it was insane. The pictures were insane. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is from 2 days ago. I mean, I'm sure it's just a snowdrift or something, but still, that's a lot. Oh, sweet, you did. I'll have to go check it out. I try to check out every video you put up. I try to see them all, so. Is that the wind you're hearing? No, I don't know what you're hearing. Should have taken. Shoulda. Oh, I will get it. I'll start doing it. Yeah, I have to start hitting the reels pretty good there. They do good. I mean, I get 1,000, not quite 1,000 on some of them, but if the reels on Instagram, I can get 10,000 views. But if I do reels on Facebook, I'm only getting about 900 or so or less. I mean, it's not like the one you did where you got, 32 million? And that was a lot. That's crazy. You have to check that video out. The blue-legged baboon. Blue-footed baboon, I mean. So here's my question to everybody. On videos I'm going to start doing and putting up on here again. What do you guys want to see? I think it had to do a combination with the music you put on there and the gecko. It was pretty cool. It worked. It was perfect. I loved it. I know Mr. J wants more lives. You guys want to see more outside stuff or what? Oh, because Andrew turned it on, then turned it off. Gecko videos. Reading and hey, what's up? Actually, I am, but I want to start a whole new channel for that. I want to start a whole new because I'm gonna do furniture repair and stuff. I just want to do a whole new channel for it. And feature videos on other species. Well, I know I'll be doing more when I get that box from you, because I'll have some other things in there that I'll do videos on for sure. Oh. I will have to hold on a minute. Let me see here. I will check out his channel. I will definitely check out his channel. It all depends on the editing, I guess, and the way you do the video. I'm going to do a lot of some voiceover stuff where I upload it, edit it really good, do a voiceover. I'm going to do that with the woodworking stuff too when I'm doing furniture and stuff. Well, I'm definitely going to check out his channel because I got it up on another tab. So that's the plan. Yeah. That's what people say, but since I had that little surgery, I've been working on it, trying to get it back the way it's supposed to be. You need to do more Vader videos, Justin. Yes, you do. Michael from Web Obsession does videos like every day. They're like reels, but he does them every single day. So that's pretty cool. Yes, please do. Yeah, I like your YouTube videos. They're really good. They're put together well, and you get more information from them because they're longer videos. But your reels are great because they're short to the point, and they're good that way. I like those.
Make sure you shut the door.
Oh shit!
Cold?
I almost fell.
Very cold out there. As soon as they open the door, it gets cold. Well, let's hope, because winter came early. It leaves early, right, guys? Yeah, I agree, Frank. I agree. Very, very cold. Chilly. So, Frank, if I get some mantids, and I know you know a lot about them, so does Web Obsession up there, I'm going to have a ton of questions for you guys. A ton of questions. It'll be pretty cool. Yeah, if I get them, I'll hit you up on Facebook and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen too much with the ball python there, Mr. J. Well, you know that. I am, like I tell you, I've said this a 1,000 times.
1001 now.
I am so glad you got Vader, because out of all the snakes I've sold and all the animals I've sold, yours is the only one that I see on a regular basis. You know, I see it. So, and it makes me proud. I'm glad. You do such a good job taking care of it, and you just turned out to be such a perfect customer to own an animal, because you didn't get all crazy and go out and get millions of them and then realize it was too much to do. You stuck with the one and you just did it. Yeah, that's the only downside, but you know, breeding them would be fun, and then you would always have, you know, an endless supply of them, I guess. And I don't know if anybody in here does millipedes or not. What?
You met him one day, you were streaming, and I just came with a washcloth, and I just started doing this.
Polishing my head with some turtle wax or something?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Like a spray bottle of water, just drip some on and just start.
Let me write that down, Frank. Let me write that down.
Look, the keys are just floating.
Yeah, they're just floating in the air. It's pretty cool. Yep.
Are the keys just floating?
We don't know. They're just doing it. Look, the key is just floating for the car.
No, it doesn't register the silver
No.
in between this and the keys.
It's like how the water.
Yeah. Maybe it's because the water's clear.
I wrote that down so that way I can look them up and see if I can find somebody that has them. African twig mantis. You know, Becky one time, my mom had this, what she called, they called it elephant grass, I guess it is. She had it growing in the yard. And you have to cut it down every year. And we lived in Philly at the time, and she cut it down, and there was a thing on it. She's like, "What is that?" I said, "That's a praying mantis little cocoon thing." And she hung it up. And one day my dad was sitting in a chair, and we kept seeing something drip on his shoulder, but here it was, the cocoon hatched and all the babies are falling on him. It was pretty cool. There was a lot of them, all over, hundreds and hundreds of them.
That's how you clean that.
And yeah, it was pretty cool. Becky's doing great. I don't know the exact species they were, because it was in Philly, but they was pretty cool. It shows up because it's a different color green. Not well. That's because it's shiny. Yeah, it was pretty neat. It was exciting. There were tiny, tiny little ones falling, and they just kept falling. And I bet you there was 300-400 of them just kept falling. And he's like, "What is that?" And then he stood up, and they were all over his back. We had to take them off, and yeah, they were green. You know, but they were tiny, tiny. I never seen the adult that produced the cocoon for them, or whatever. What do you call it? Chrysalis or cocoon? It's a cocoon, right? Huh?
Hope you like it.
Or egg sac? They call them egg sacs. I love that, Emma. Let me see it.
So I could have either gotten you this one
Mm-hmm.
or like an all black one.
This is what Emma got me for Christmas. A new coffee cup. Well, it's an Eagles, but it's hard to see it because of
Either
the
that green one
boom
or an all black.
coffee.
But I went with this one because they were the same price.
Uh-huh.
This one was 30 ounces. The other one was 20.
I like that one.
The smaller one was the same price as this one.
Is that the same roundness as the one that will fit in the cup holder?
I
The
don't know.
see if it matches the bottom of your cup up there.
This one's a little bit bigger.
It should fit then.
It should.
Yeah. Of the van. Oh, okay. Let me write that down.
It's just like that much bigger around the whole thing.
How much? All the way around though? It should fit. Because the other one fits all the way down in there, all the way up to the.
Yeah.
So it fits all the way up to a certain point. I know my sister when she lived in Arizona. I never seen them when I lived in Arizona, but when she lived in Arizona, she used to see them. They would always be like at her back door, sitting on the windowsill and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. She would have plants there, and they would all be in there. But in Arizona, they get real funky about killing them. You couldn't kill them. You couldn't do anything with them because they were like protected or something. So, yeah, the pod was about yay big, I guess. Dragon mantids. Here's a question for you. How could there be... is there any real money in producing those? Because they have a lot of offspring, don't they? Or do they not? I mean, I'm not no expert on them. That's why I don't know. You would think that if you had one that had... you know, I don't know. No, it looked like it wasn't a puffy ball. It was brown. The thing that had the babies in it was brown, and it almost looked like a. You ever see a hornet's nest like thing? It looked like that, and it was about yay long. It was shaped like a. It wasn't round. It was shaped almost like a V, and it was stuck to the side of the plant, and it was like a awkward shaped V, and it was about yay wide, but it was long, and it was just funny shaped. But it could have, it could have been just because of where it was at. I don't know if they like take pieces of the plants and try to blend it in so it doesn't notice it as well or not. And is it called a egg sac? Is it called a cocoon chrysalis? What is it that they have them in? Lots look like that, yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. I got you. You set it up there. Sorry. Othika? Is that how you say that? Tell me if I said that right, Othika. I probably butchered it. Wow, see, now I'm learning stuff, and I like that. I think that's cool. Exactly. That's exactly what it looked like. That's a good description of it, actually, of what the one I saw, except, it was pretty cool. I didn't even think of calling it a pork rind, but that's what it looked like one that you deep fried. Moon over Miami. How are you doing, sir? How are you? It's always fun to sit home and relax, ain't it? Yeah, see, Frank, I would consider somewhat of an expert on it, so yeah, it looked like a pork rind, I guess you can call it. It was pretty cool. Same color, as a matter of fact, like when the pork rinds you deep fry, and they're not native to like Philadelphia or nothing, right? So I'm gonna assume that they've escaped over the years, unless they are. I don't know. Is there any native to the United States alone? I like those little flower-looking ones that look like flowers. They're pretty cool. And native species. Okay. Very cool. Did you guys ever see the video of the one that Wally Kern put up where he fed it the... yeah, that's it. An orchid mantis. Cool. Where he fed it the millipede, and because millipedes produce a chemical, it kind of killed him, I think. Okay, yeah, see, you remember that. Yep. Yeah, it was. They were cool looking, but do they stay small? Those ones? Is that what it is? They stay small? Because I thought they were cool. And I don't know if anybody had heard my question. I'm sure you guys heard it, but how could there be money in it when they produce so many? Or is it just that there's not that many people doing it? They're a smaller species. I guess that's... Well, I got a big pinky, so I don't know. So... And here's a question for everybody. It's not about animals, though. It's about something else, if that's okay. What do you guys think of the TikTok being banned at a lot of government places? And some universities now are saying if you're on campus and you use their websites, their web browsers, or their internet service, you cannot have TikTok on your phone and stuff. What do you think of that? Oh, yeah. Did you ever keep millipedes, Frank? And I would also like to keep Hottentotta scorpion, Parthenogenesis species. So they're pretty cool to keep. You say, you just put them in an enclosure and feed them and take care of them, and usually they start producing babies. So. Yeah, no, company phone should not have it. But the one state said you can't even have it on your personal phone if you bring your personal phone to work. Yeah, I enjoy my isopods too, Frank. I get the whole wanting to keep isopods. I need more. It's funny. I need more. It's funny. I think that because I find it they're fascinating, extremely fascinating. I got those ones from Michael Webbed Obsession there. It's the clowns, and they're taking off like crazy. Well, I will. I'll write that down too. I'm going to start doing research on a whole bunch of them. Yeah, YouTube has rules, but they don't take control of your phone. Like, they don't have the rules that they can take control of your phone like TikTok does. It's absolutely insane, the rules. If you went and read the entire rules and the terms of agreement or whatever it is for TikTok, you would be surprised if you read the whole thing. I don't know if you read the whole thing, so you might not be surprised if you did. More isopods? Yes. Is that what you're talking about, Michael? And Frank, have you ever bred? And this question goes for you too, Michael. Have you ever bred mantids? You don't do tic-tac-toe? What did I say? Tic-tac-toe instead of TikTok? Okay, Frank. See you in a couple minutes.
Don't look at me. Do we have any batteries for this yet?
No, I forgot to get some.
It's AAA, right?
Yeah, there's green ones up in the thing that are rechargeable. And then
Screw out.
and the charger's up there, yeah.
Oh.
Here you go.
Where at?
Over in them drawers over there. And then you just have to plug them in and charge them. What's up, Kenneth? How are you? I've been good. I was sick there for a while. I know. I don't know if you knew that, but most people did. And I got really sick in the hospital, sick. And then now I'm better. So It's always a plus. That's good to hear. That is good to hear. How have you truly been, moon over Miami? How have you truly been? Have you been really good, or things been going good? And what's going on, Kenneth? Anything good going on over there?
I couldn't find them.
I'll look for them when I'm done here.
What?
Snow. That's what we got here. Lots of snow, lots of cold, very, very cold. Emergency squeezed lemon. Yeah, I know it's really cold here. I don't know where you're from, Kenneth, but I know here we got more snow so far than we've ever gotten more snow than we've gotten before Christmas in 140 years. Yes, I do remember that, and yep, I remember. I remember. Pennsylvania. I loved Philly, so I don't know where you live at in Pennsylvania, but Philly was great. No, I have not ever kept them. The number 9 is called something else now. What's that about? Did I miss something? Well, I'm glad she's doing good, but I'm sorry she has no vision. Oh, near State College. Yeah. Of course, certain parts are not. Born and raised there. Philly, yes. Are they, is there any certain things protocols you have to take to get them to breed, or you just get them up to size, or what? Spiny flower mantids is what they're called. Bugs in cyberspace. Oh, you just knew them as number 9s. Are they hard to keep? Are they hard to breed? I mean, is there like a certain thing you have to go through with them, or do they just, when they get to size, or how does it work? That's true, Kenneth. That is absolutely true. Let me see here. Hold on. Hold on 1 second, guys. Oh, they're fairly easy. All right, that's interesting to know. Let me write that down too. Pseudogeocropa Wahlbergi. I don't know. I butchered that up. I am 100% sure I butchered that up bad. That's a crazy name. It's crazy how they come up with these names. Yes, my dear. Oh. Backwards.
Yep.
And let somebody know you made it.
Okay, I'll text you.
Okay.
5 minutes.
You walking over or taking the car?
I'm taking the car.
Of course. Don't drive through because you'll get stuck.
Yeah.
Your ghost mantids were the easiest for me. Orchids were a bit more tricky as they mature. So, do all the mantids kill the mates, the males? Well, I used to work at the University of Pennsylvania, and the campus was nice, but it's like as soon as you cross the street off campus, it's like a totally different world over there at the University of Penn. Oh, that's cool. Do you do any hunting, Kenneth? Let me see if you catch a juvenile or sex the juveniles early. She can mature faster as the males live way less. Yeah, okay, I understand that one. Yeah, that's a good point. We'll put that up there. It's kind of a myth, and then, yeah, I know Temple University, the exact same way. Yeah. What?
I read it. If you sex the juveniles early.
Feet. Oh.
I'm taking your headphones.
Are they hard to sex?
Mittens.
I don't know what you did with them, Em. You were just feeding them heavy, and then that's where they messed up. Okay, so you feed the females heavy and the males less heavy, so the males don't mature out as fast as the females. I would just have to learn how to determine the sex of them then. Oh, see? Now, if I had an experience like that, I would be done too. I was out at the gas station today, and I was filling gas. Was it today or yesterday? Today or yesterday, anyway. And this trailer pulls in. This truck pulling a trailer and had cows in it. And the cow kept looking at me, and it kept like, if I looked at it, it would turn its head, and then it would slowly look back and see if I was looking. When I wasn't looking, it would look at me like playing with me. And I thought, I understand the whole feeding people and having to have stuff in the stores and stuff. I just couldn't be the guy that killed it, you know. I have one, but it says Bah Humbug on it. It's in the other room. Wally, how are you doing, sir? Let me see, where was I at? Females have an extreme eat instinct. She won't typically eat unless she's hungry or caught off guard. In captivity. Okay. The whole question is, I would have to learn how to sex them, though. That would be cool. On how to figure that out. I love learning stuff, so it would be interesting to do. Yeah, sport. I don't do it for sport, though. I go with my son, and every bit of the deer is used. Every bit of the meat is used. My son, he eats it, and that's how he feeds his family. So it's not like anything goes to waste. It's not for sport. It's definitely a food thing. Thank you, Michael. I will be looking forward to it. So Wally, how are you doing? How's as the 12 supreme days of Christmas got to you yet? Is it like made you go mad? Yeah, and you know what? I totally get that. I would have loved to have been part of that live stream. I think that would have been a great conversation to be part of. I think I have not a lot of knowledge on it or anything, but I think it would have been fun to be part of, to give my opinions and stuff like that. I mean, there are people that just go out and hunt just to hunt to get to say they did it, and that's not what I'm about at all. So not that distant. Well, you know, then should I say, did it drive you straight? Normal? Has it gotten you there yet, Wally? Yes, the crown, right? It has something to do with the crown. Looks like a crown. Oh, that would be great. That would be a lot of fun. I'll have to, let me write that down. I will definitely go over and check that out. Let me go to your channel here to make sure I hit all notifications, because I did not know that. But now I am 100% subscribed to your channel. I did not know I was not. And I now hit all notifications. So there we go, Kenneth. There we go. Yeah, M Isopods with me. How are you? How are you? I am now subscribed to your channel as well. I don't know how I missed some of your guys' channel. Giant devil flower mantids. Impressive mantids. Oh, that would be hard to do. Getting to maintain 100 degrees, you know, that would be a little tough. Oh, yeah. I'm glad you had a productive day. Sorry that you're exhausted and it was a long one. Yes, Wally, I have to agree with you. As long as it's not for just for sport and it's, you know, to provide food or whatever, sounds it's definitely the way to go. It's like fishing. Sport fishing is one thing as long as you're using the fish and you're not just letting it go to waste or anything. When I go ice fishing here next month or maybe the month after, I haven't decided yet. My son goes all the time. I'll have to violin mantids. No, actually not Devil's Lake. Lake Sakakawea or Lake Audubon. Devil's Lake is a good lake, but it's a far, far hike from where I'm at. Have you ever been there, Wally? Humane hunting is very important. I agree with that. Well, again, you know, if money's going to the local tribes and the meat's going to local tribes and stuff like that, that's fine because it's not going to waste. It's being used. I'm going to tell you a little story about Devil's Lake. Okay, Wally? Yeah, the meat. Devil's Lake is I think it's one of the only lakes in the world that is growing but has no rivers going into it. It's getting larger and larger. Every year, farmers around here lose their land because the lake has grown and grown and grown and grown. This one farmer lost his house and everything because it has slowly over the years kept going up and up and up. Catch and release, that's always a good one too. Yeah. I'm hoping to free up time this weekend to watch your videos. Oh, okay. And would you like to know how Devil's Lake got its name? At least this is the story I was told. No, it's not good, Wally. Do you know Devil's Lake used to take up like the entire state at one time, thousands of years ago? It's just constantly growing and no rivers flow into it. It's coming up through the ground or something. It's crazy. All right. This is the story I was told when I was a kid. It was named Devil's Lake because I'm not going to say this is the true story, but this is a story that everybody around here was told. There was an Indian tribe on one side of the lake, and there was an Indian tribe on the other side of the lake, and they didn't get along. So this tribe over here decided we're going to attack that tribe over there, and that tribe over there said the same thing. But the deal was you never attack. They had an oath that they would never attack a tribe at nighttime. So this Indian tribe over here said, we're going to attack at night. We're going to get on our stuff and we're going to float across and attack. And they decided to do the same thing on the other side. They met in the middle. And when they met in the middle, supposedly, the story goes, the lake swallowed them whole. Just swallowed them up. They all died. So they said there's a devil in the lake that did that because they weren't supposed to do that. So they call it Devil's Lake. That's the story I was told. Now, if it's true or not, I mean, if that's the true way it got its name, like the way they believe, I don't know. I'm not saying that that's what happened. I'm saying if that's the story that's told, that's the story that the Native Americans tell, I don't know. But that's the story that was always told to me when I was a kid. That's the story that they said. I'm not saying it would be true in any way. I'm just saying on how it got its name. That's the story that was told to me. It's hard to explain what I'm thinking. No, the ice here can get up to 5-6 feet in some spots. Some lakes freeze through 12 feet. I'm in North Dakota right now. But yeah, that's the story. I don't know if that's the story that is really told by the Native Americans or not, but that's the story I was told that is told by the Native Americans. That's what I was trying to say. Michigan. Yeah, so you know the cold. Yeah, it was, that's what I was told when I was a kid, and I was like, wow, that's kind of a cool story. Well, I know you guys got the Jersey Devil, the Leeds family, down in the Pine Barrens. Which is kind of a cool story. You know, that's my son does the same thing. Can't wait for the winter to hit because he loves the cold. He loves the snow. He loves ice fishing. I like it hot. I liked it when I was in Arizona. Devil's Night, that's like in New Jersey, I think it's called Hell's Night, right? Mischief Night, the night before Halloween. I think it's called Hell's Night in New Jersey. I'm not sure. Elm Street? No, I do not live on Elm Street. When I was a kid, though, Camden, Jersey used to burn every year. Oh, was it the movie The Crow? That's interesting. That's cool. I did not know that. I know it's toned down over the last 20 years because there's no more abandoned houses to burn down. They burned them all down, I guess. I know Camden, New Jersey used to burn a lot. So did Cleveland, yeah. It's crazy what kids used to do 20 and 30 years ago, how crazy they used to get. I don't get the whole thing. When I was a kid, it was always throwing eggs or something. Was it called the hanging tree? I don't know. I know the Pine Barrens. I had some friends that lived in the Pine Barrens that we called him and his brother. We called them the Piney Brothers. Oh, yeah. I mean, I seen the movie, but I didn't realize it. But it's been so long since I seen it, so I don't know. So, Wally, you going to get snow tomorrow? A lot of it? And cold? Oh, yeah. You know, if the times didn't change, it would almost be dangerous because sooner or later, bad things happen. Yeah, it gets crazy when you're trying to type stuff. I got big fingers, so when I'm trying to use my phone, it messes it up. It is. It is. I agree with you on that one. Yeah, we had 50-mile-an-hour winds here today. We didn't get snow today, but it snowed yesterday, and then it snowed all last week. Let me see if I can... And we got a lot of snow. It wasn't just a little bit. It was feet. Let me see something here. Wrong. Almost my entire state's in red again. Driving just me. Yeah, if you like it like that, if you like being out in the cold like that, I don't know. Being on a stick. That's funny. Yeah, that's the main thing. If everybody stays safe, it should be, everything will be good. Being miserable builds character. Yeah, it does. Being on a stick. Yep. How many inches are you expected to get there, Wally? How many inches of snow are you expected to get? Yeah, some people are not, they just don't do well in the heat. I prefer the heat, but I'm not saying I do well in it, but. Oh, yeah, well, that's because for the last month you've been going crazy with your 12 SO Supreme SDOC. Had to think there for a second. Oh, yeah. That's good for now until it crashes, huh? I have to watch it, Wally. I've not watched it. I'm going to watch it. It'll be great. Frank was telling me, I got to watch it. That's true. That is true. I hope they're snoozing. Is your cup half empty or half full? Well, I don't look at it that way. I look at it as I'm lucky enough to have something in my cup. Your cup is broken. I'm just glad to have the cup. Yeah, it's like having objectives with no limitations. You can drink from your hand. That's true. That is true. So my cup is crying because I'm glad to have a cup. Might be a little lost on that one. Oh, because his cup is broken, he's crying. Okay, I got it. Sorry. I should have read the comment before that. Yes, objectives. With no limitations, which means you do what you got to do to get it, because if you set a goal, there's an end to a goal. We don't want no ends. We want to keep going forward, right? We all know it. Yeah, of course he is. No proof. No proof. You guys ever watch David Giggins? Is that it? Giggins? You can check mark your objectives as you start reaching them because there's no limitations, so it can keep going on and on. Cocoa Bomb. Who is that? That would be... Who is that, Andrew? Oh, David Giggins? Yeah, he's a very interesting fellow. He's a motivational person, but he runs like 200-mile marathons, and he's got bone on bone in his knees, and he's had surgery on his knees. He's in bad shape, but he still just keeps doing it. And his thing is, he goes, he can sit around. I can't use the language he uses because sometimes his language is a little bit harsh, and I don't want to do that on my channel. But he's like, he goes, next time you have to do something and you don't want to do it, and you come up with all these reasons why you don't want to do it, you need to tape record yourself and then play it back to yourself so you can hear it and hear what kind of a whiny little bitch you are. He goes, it's just crazy when you listen to this guy because he goes, you can sit there and Just find reasons not to do things when instead of just getting up and doing it. David Giggins, yes, he used to be really heavy, and one day he woke up and was like, "That's it, I got to change my life," and he did. Let me get the proper spelling for you guys if you guys want to know how to. Oh, Gogans. I'm sorry, I did it wrong. Let me put it down here for you. I'll put it in the comments. He's got YouTube channels and everything, so yeah. Well, here's the thing what he says about rejection, too. Here's what he says about, this is the things he says about, no, his name is David. Here's the thing he says about people who judge you and people who, if you're worried about rejection or anything like that, he goes, when somebody's out there talking down about you or saying bad things about you or saying things that you've done are bad or don't, and they're judging you, you need to look at that person and say, look, the only difference between you and I is you hid your judgments. You hid your faults better than I did. You hid the things you've done wrong better than I have. That's the only difference, because every single person has had bad things in their past and stuff like that. He's a Navy SEAL and everything. He tells his whole story. Very well said. Very well said. I agree with that 100%. David Goggins. Yeah, Giggins. I don't know why I was saying Giggins, but it's Goggins, yeah. It does. It does. But your worst enemy is yourself. It always is. Oh, there you go. Exactly. I said that as you were typing it, yeah. Yeah, they're good to have, and then you're like, wait a minute. I believe it is. But to hear this guy's story about his everything and with his legs and all the suffering he does, and he just works through it. It's pretty interesting. What's hard is maintaining. Oh, wait a minute. That is perfect. Them are all perfect. That is perfect. I like it. I like it a lot. Very good. Very, very good. This whole live went from talking about animals and into motivational speeches. Yep. Yep. I like that one too. I like that one. How long have I been streaming? 97 minutes. Exactly, Wally. Exactly. Oh, thank you. Master Aquay. That's another good point. That expensive beef. That's funny. I don't know. How many grains of sand does it take? Nobody really knows, do they? At least I don't know if everybody knows. What are you calling a beach? It takes all of them. That's the truth. Very good point, Mr. J. Justin. I love it. That's a good comeback to that. It takes all of them to make a beach. Recruit beaches. That's funny. Yeah, I saw that. We have a that rocket went up. It did good. Came back. The dark side. Yes, we have to get there before China does, because I believe, I'm not saying there is, but I do believe that there's frozen hydrogen or something on the other side, on the dark side of the moon. Not sure. I don't know. I wasn't paying much attention, but I know we do want to be Chinese there. Yeah, let's see your Warface. Great movie, by the way. That was a great movie. And a good album by Pink Floyd too, yes. And save us all. Go to the moon and play. It's possible, Wally. So if we go to the moon in 2025, how long do you think it'll be before they establish some kind of, I'm not going to say base, but like a jumping point to go to Mars from there? How long do you think it'll take them to do that? Because with fusion power that did you guys heard about that, right? They actually made fusion power. And if we, they said it's not going to replace anything other than, and it's going to take many years. They said many, many years. We might be able to get off some of the coal stuff, but like we're still going to have gas powered cars and stuff like that. It's pretty crazy. I said, you look at these scientists, right? No joke, Wally. Now listen to this. Now, they were messing around making fusion power, which is the sun. Now, I'm not saying they did a bad thing, but what if they lost control of it? What if they had done it and lost control of it? Don't you think don't you think they should have, like, prepared people? That's like when they did the Hadron Collider. Is that what it's called? What would happen if they made a black hole that was uncontainable? Oh, I have heard that there was similar thoughts around it. Or here's another one about that theory. It won't be in our lifetime, of course, but if we start colonizing planets, like they were talking Mars and maybe some of the moons around Jupiter, because Jupiter, they said Jupiter is like its own little universe type of thing because it's got so many moons that have liquid on them. If we started populating other planets, how long would it be before, like you said, weren't human or to the point to where they didn't like Earth people anymore and like started going against each other? Fusion power. Here's what fusion power is. If you take, this isn't the exact size or anything like that. I would say if you take 1 gram and 1 gram of whatever it is, it's like a neutron and something else, and put them, they hit at such speeds or with lasers, it puts out like a billion grams of energy. So it's like creates a massive amount of energy. So it's basic theory. I'm not going to say I don't know much about it, but that's what I understand it to be. Yeah, it still is. But the thing is they can make a fusion power plant that could power, like one plant could power like half the country or something like that. It's crazy. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's like they didn't consider when they found new people anywhere. They didn't consider like them. Didn't really consider them humans. It was, and it was devastating for the just because they weren't as advanced technologically as the other people were. It was devastating to them. And if we looked more inwards, we might be able to fix the problems we have here instead of creating new ones in other places. I believe that the opposite of a black hole spews matter. Did you... I just saw a thing about a black hole that they just recently discovered. And this was from, what's his name? Your personal astrophysicist? What's his name? Anyway, I'll think of his name in a minute. Anyway, he said that the black hole, Neil deGrasse Tyson, exactly. That's exactly what it is. Tyson, yes. They've been following this. They've been monitoring this black hole for years and years and years. And they used to believe that black holes was the gravitational pull was so strong, light even couldn't escape it. But now they're watching a black hole that they know a bunch of stuff is coming out of it. A bunch is coming out of it. Now, he was saying that is it black hole like connecting multi-universes like type of thing where it's sucking energy from one side and spewing it into the other type of thing? Like is it like destroying stuff on one end, it's going through and spewing out this end? You know, he said it was really interesting, the whole how it's actually throwing energy, throwing stuff out like light and all kinds of stuff, where they used to believe that a black hole was so powerful nothing could escape it once it went in. Now, does that throw away the spaghettification theory that if you were to get stuck in a black hole you would slowly stretch out type of thing? I don't know. With two black holes. Oh, you know, there you go. That's a good theory. Never thought of that. Cold? We'll shut the door. That's that too, Frank. But he said it's coming out. And it's just coming out in a different way. It was weird. You need to hear Neil deGrasse Tyson talk about it. That's true. That's why I said. That's why it could be. Could cause a distortion in a way that it appears that it's spewing out, because maybe it could be one is bigger than the other one and sucking it in too, right? Is that what you mean? Like if they're in close proximity to each other and one just happens to be bigger than the other one, maybe it's pulling everything from the inside of that one and going to pull the whole thing in. Exactly. This is exactly why isopods are important. Land shrimp are always important. Depends on what kind of dimension it is. If it's like a multiverse where there's a billion universes and there's a billion of me, would I want to go visit me? Because in another one, I might be somebody totally, I might be the same person, but just different. And I might not like what I see. Yeah, like waffles. You go to the waffle dimension, you've never run out of waffles. Also learned that something. Yeah, you never know. That would be cool. Yeah. I'll have to look that up, Frank, because that's interesting. I didn't know there was there's another category of a supernova. Isoborgs. Hurts my head. I wonder if they're related to the Borg then, right? From Star Trek. I would like, Wally, a really good skit would be you coming out dressed up like the Borg and at the end saying resistance is futile. You must watch Supreme Gecko. Oh, that would be funny. Speaking of lizards, what's everyone's first reptile they'd get? Well, I know my first reptile was a Burmese python, but if there was any reptile I could get, which is truly not even a lizard, but it looks like a lizard, it's its own category. It's a tuatara. It's in its own little branch of evolution. It's like you got things branched off from that, like lizards branched off from it, but it's not even considered a true lizard. It's like tarantulas aren't true spiders. A true spider is like pinch tarantula, I had 5 or 6 skits written down. Just you've never heard of what? It's a tuatara? Let me see. Ah, it's too much green. There, that one might be better to see. Let me snap a picture of that and blow it up. Wait a minute. They are so protected. You can't even. You see them in a zoo in a few places, but that's it right there. Tuatara. They're pretty cool. Besides Alex Jones. That's funny. And it's spelled Tuatara. Tuatara. Yeah, they're pretty cool. When you go over to New Zealand, they don't even have them. And they had one in San Diego. I don't know if they still got one there, but I know they have. You can go over to New Zealand and see them, and they have them like sectioned off. You can go see them in the wild or whatever. But the thing with them is, the reason they're so protected is it takes them forever to get to maturity to breed. A male won't breed before it's like 40 years old. I think they live like 200 and some years, and males will not be mature enough to breed, if that's how they even do it. They're like de-evolved. It's crazy. Like 40 years old or something before they breed or something like that. But it's its own branch. It's before the reptiles. It looks like a reptile, but it's before the reptiles, and like lizards and snakes and stuff branched off of that. Oh, that's pretty cool, interesting information. Frank, very cool. Yeah, 40 years before they breed. So if you were to get one as a baby, and you're like my age, or you probably wouldn't even live long enough to see it breed. Oh, so do I. The problem is owning animals that outlive you. Because you have to will it to somebody. You couldn't just, you know. I think I got a text message or something here. Let me see what to say here. It could be 200 years. I know the tortoise. There's a tortoise that's been around for 200 years. Yes, I've noticed that too. That things you thought were dinosaurs were just different dinosaurs were just different life stages of the dinosaur. It's crazy. Of the dinosaur that was like that, yeah. Crazy stuff. Over life, yeah, that's the truth. That, you know. I was mistaken. Did I miss something? Let me see. I must have missed something here. Trying to catch up here. You eat Spinosaurus steaks?
Remember, I have to be up for work tomorrow, okay? Remember to make sure I'm up.
I will make sure you're up. What time do you have to be up again?
What?
What time do you have to be up again?
Normal, like on Saturday. So I have to be up there before 9.
Oh, so you got to be up by 8.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, I seen that too. It was the snapping turtle, right? And it had a musket in it, a musket ball in it. I think they found one with arrows in it too, but I could be wrong. You had a T-Rex, I mean T-bone steak. That's funny. Yeah, that turtle was pretty tough. It definitely had a musket ball in it, but I've heard of some of them had arrows from Indians in them, so and Native Americans in it. I should say not Indians, but Native Americans. And yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's, you know what I find interesting is how resilient animals can be. There was a deer hunter who shot a deer and brought it home and was processing it, and in its vertebrae was a broadhead arrow from a hunter who hunted and missed it, and it survived. It was like it survived long enough for it to grow bone around the broadhead arrow. It missed its spinal cord by that much, otherwise it would have been done, but it healed and it survived. It's absolutely amazing. I'm looking for my bottle of water. Oh, here it is. How amazing. Wait a minute. How amazing nature can be. And look at us. We could 200 years ago we could get a splinter. We'd be lucky if we survived it. No puns intended. Is that from Jurassic Park? Yeah, it's another thing. If you like I was just saying, Justin, if you get a tortoise, it's one of those animals you're going to have to leave to somebody, because it's most likely, if you're taking care of it properly, it's going to outlive your kids and your grandkids even. So you'd have to have a long line of people to be handing it to down the line. It's like Bob Clark owns a bunch of Aldabras, and I often said, you know, Bob Clark's in his 60s now, and his Aldabras are still going strong. So, and they're the second largest tortoise in the world. But humans, I think when it comes to the evolutionary scale, nature-wise way, I think we're kind of weak compared to the other animals of the animal kingdom. Yeah, see, I read that story too. And it's a shame that that happened. Good night, Wally. I will talk to you later, and thank you for popping in. Yeah, see? No. Yeah, we are pathetically weak. Maybe, could it be because we're a parasite on the planet or something? I don't know. But we kind of... Okay. We are pathetically weak. But we make up for it because we are very highly intelligent. I'm not saying other animals aren't just as intelligent in their own ways, but we've been able to work through a lot of stuff. Yeah, they would. That's true, Mr. J, because any way you look at it, eventually the Earth will not even be here anymore because the sun will grow big enough to absorb the Earth in. So... Oh, yeah. That it will. It will always win. It is. Yes, they were found in Egypt or something like that, or like a tomb or something like that, I think it was. Something like that. I could be wrong. As an individual, but as the people, most of us, everything. That may be a reason we have to adventure off the planet and go other places. Maybe. I could be wrong, too. Yeah, that's the whole point, is not letting nature end humanity. Yeah, I think we would find a way to survive pretty much anything. I think we could if we put our minds to it. Is that the zombie? Is that called the zombie one or something like that? No. Oh, that's not a virus, though, right? That's just the organism, right? That's crazy. And it's still able to be alive, right? Is that the one they found in like Siberia or something like that? That's true. We could be a bacteria or mites that are driving the Earth crazy. Did you ever see that little? Did you ever see that the picture of the one with the moon and the Earth? It's like a cartoon, and the moon looks at the Earth, and the Earth looks all sad and everything, and says, "What's wrong?" To the Earth, he goes, "Are you okay? You don't look so well. What's wrong?" And the Earth looks at him and says, "I have humans." And then it showed a rocket landing on the moon. And the moon screaming through space, "Run! They're contagious." It's kind of funny. Oh yeah, it's a funny little cartoon, little skit. Oh, it's like um, a newspaper one though. It's funny. That could be. I used to watch, what was it? Twilight Zone. I don't know if you know the old one, and these people were like, I can't remember how it went, but they ended up in this place, and there was nothing real about it. When they saw the cars outside, and they went to look at the cars, and they noticed the cars had no engines in them, and they were made from plastic and metal, and just like everything like that. Yes, with Rod Sterling, and what happened is it ended up being, it was an alien plane with, like, we were like ants to the alien. The alien was so big as it was like, I forget what it said. It was like, "Robbie, time for bed" or something, and he had to turn the lights off. It was crazy. It was pretty cool. It was a good one. Can't remember what the name of that one was though. What that Twilight Zone episode was. It was pretty cool. Yeah, it was a pretty good one. If I ever see it again, I'll post a link to it so people can watch it. It's pretty cool. Well, guys, I have been going on for 2 hours. I think I'm going to get off. I was just making sure the microphone worked good. And I'm going to start doing more of these. And I would like to join some of your guys' lives. If you guys have them, it would be fun to discuss things like this. If you guys like it. I don't know. Maybe. That would be, but that's... You might see some kind of pictures or something, but to go there, I don't know. Oh, sorry for keeping you up later than your bedtime there. But I did subscribe to your channel now, so I will be checking it out and watching it all. I think I seen you on Wally's live stream in the chat once, a few times. So you're not hostage, yeah. Thank you for joining, everybody. Mr. J, Frank, and my isopods with me. That's right, we did. I now remember. Yes, I do. So, but thank you guys all for joining. My mic sounds good, I hope, and I will talk to everybody later. Peace.